Good morning, Theories of Play students. It's my turn at bat. So this is Michelle. I usually do a weekly preview video in my classes just to make sure that the week's assignments are as clear as we can make them. So welcome to my part of the class. The things that are in my weeks 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are assignments I have created for you. So I can answer questions about them and so on and so forth. And the Early Childhood Theories Today text is a text that I've worked with in the past that Dr. Adams adapted for the course, so I do know the text really well. And I'm happy to answer questions about it and so on. So I'm not your classic substitute teacher who has no idea what's going on. Okay, so I look forward to meeting all of you in person at the various observations you'll be doing. I will be your person at the ELC for a while and at Thrive. And one of you is doing Swallowtail. And that's the forest school that I usually work with, so please feel free to contact me about that. So this week you are continuing on this same path that Dr. Adams has you on, where your reading assignment is due on Wednesday and your module assignments are due on Friday. And during my time with you, you'll have other things due, which I'll go over week to week for you. Something that's a little different than maybe what you've been doing with Dr. Adams so far is I do use a journal. So I'm going to open this up. I'm a big believer in journaling and reflecting on what we read, so I hope you'll bear with me on this little journal of play pathway. So you can see we'll be doing this weeks 5 to 10, and you can read this over. Basically read, view, and respond. So your viewing of videos responses will be done in the module. And that you're used to doing with Dr. Adams, and your reading work will be done in this journal document. So you can see here's your part 1, week 5, where you're reading from the text as you're used to doing, and then you're filling out a chart that says what you think is true. Do that first, and then read, and then list what turned out to be true and where you found that. So look at the differences between what you thought and what turned out to be true. And and you're still on the same pathway that Dr. Adams, where you're finding golden lines from the readings, and so you list those here, and then you do this beliefs chart. So that's your journal experience for the week. And that is on, I think you're reading Malaguchi and Montessori this week. Yep. So you're going to be reading about Reggio Emilia, which you have seen at the ELC now. So hopefully when you read that chapter on Malaguchi, one of the founders of Reggio Emilia approach, you can learn a little bit more about it, and then you can use some of that for your analysis of play assessment work. All right, I think that should be good for that. And then in the videos section, you have every week from me, pretty much you'll have these little short videos from the developmental program at Harvard on early childhood, which is phenomenal. If you've not been introduced to it in other classes, please take advantage of it. They have so much information. It's Harvard Center for the Developing Child. Just look at these 2 short videos and respond to them. And then in this video, An Amusement Park for Birds is a longer video. You can see that it's over an hour, about an hour and 20 minutes. So you can do it in bits and pieces however you want to. And in the module, there's a chart that you'll fill out where you're going to be looking at what you learned about in the chapter on Malaguchi about Reggio Emilia approach, and then you're going to look for those specific things in the video, so you may want to go into the chapter on Malaguzzi and make some notes so that you can follow along, and look at Module 5 so that you can see the chart that you're going to be working with. Let me see if I can pull that up for you really quick. Sorry. You can see that instructors also have a lot of fun in Blackboard. Okay, so here's Module 5. Let me show you what I mean. So you have your questions on the short videos, but your big assignment is this Reggio Emilia project video that is you're gonna see kids interacting, teachers talking, all kinds of good stuff. So you have these areas in the chapter on Malaguzzi that are identified, and so you should go ahead and just fill out one example under each of these that you see in the video. You don't have to put the minute in the video, just describe what it was and how it represented this aspect of Reggio Emilia approach. And hopefully that'll help you get used to looking at it in the ELC for your analysis of play assignment. Okay, let me know if you need anything. Have a great week.